Hey guys, welcome to my channel. As we have completed variable declaration in the previous video, as we all know that Java is all about classes, as a class is a collection of variables and methods. So in today's video, I am going to tell you in how many ways we can declare a method. So mainly we have four types of method declaration. So first one is method with parameters. So method with parameters, we can say it has a method can be declared as a method with return type, function name and actual parameters and with some set of statements. So in function with no parameters, we gonna declare a function with empty parameters as, so with a return type void and with a function name add and without any parameters means empty parameters. So in this way we gonna declare a method. So now method with parameters. In method with parameters we gonna add some extra content in parameters like void add. So in parameters we gonna declare variables as int a. So in this way we gonna declare method with parameters. So method with no parameters and return type. In this type of declaration we gonna see that void add, as with it is with no parameters, so we need to declare empty parameters. And now inside the main function method we gonna write return and calling the variables. So in this way we gonna write function without parameters and with return type. So method with parameters and return type. In this we gonna write method, and as we all know that with parameters means we gonna initialize some variable in it. Int a, I am going to initialize it and closing and calling a return function inside the add function. So return. So in this way we gonna declare. These are all the four types of initialization and declaration of methods. For better understanding we gonna do it in a practical way. So first of all I am going to take a file name, and I am going to take a file name as we are dealing with methods, I am going to give the file name as meth and saving the file name. So now we're gonna clear all the content which was pre-initialized in this. So I have cleared all the data, and now I am going to initialize a package import java.util.star. So this package is used to call the functions which are predefined inside the Java. So now I am going to create a class with a keyword class, and I am going to take a class name as p. So as the first topic I am going to write a method with no parameters. For that purpose we gonna take three variables as int a, and I am giving some value to it as 10, and b with some value 20, and c. So these are all the three variables I have taken in this program. So now as we are dealing with function with method with no parameters, I am going to take a method void add. So with no parameters means empty. So in this now I am going to write c equal to, so it is a add function. I am going to add the two variables a and b, and I am going to save it in c. So c equal to a plus b. So as we have to display it in the output section, I am going to write system dot out dot println. Directly I am printing C value and closing the main function. As we all know that in Java and also in any other programming languages, the execution starts from main method. So I am going to write a main method void public static void main string of. In this I am going to create the object for this class. As we all know that creation of object means class name and object name equal to new class name. So object was successfully created. We gonna call add function in this main function. So for calling this we need to take the instance of a class, that is object p1 dot add function semicolon, and I am going to close the main function and I am going to close the class. So in this way we gonna declare method with no parameters, means here what and all the parameters, it is all empty. So now I am going to run this program and let's check the output. So output what we got was 30, means when we call the add function, inside the add function we have written some set of statements as c equal to a plus b, and we are printing c value as an output. So when the main method calls the add function, the inside the values initialized as 10 plus 20, there it is 30. So the output what we got was 30. So in this way we gonna declare method with no parameters. Now I am going to write a program for the second topic, that is method with parameters. So now I am going to take a package as import java.util.star. I am going to create a class with a keyword class and class name as p, same as it is. Now as we are dealing with method with the parameters, so I am going to declare the variables inside the parameters. So directly I am going to declare a main method called as void add, and I am going to initialize two variables, int a comma int b. So in this add function I am going to add the two variables a and b, and I am going to store it in another variable c. So for that I am going to take another variable as int c equal to a plus b semicolon. So the stored data should be displayed in the output section. So I am going to write system.out.println. So I am directly calling C and I am printing it and closing the void add function. I am going to take a main function as public static void main string p. So now I am going inside, I am going to create an object for this class p1 equal to new p. So object was declared successfully. Now we gonna call the add function so that the implementation will be done. So for calling that we need to take the instance of a class, that is p1 dot add function. So we have called that add function and closing the main function and closing the class. Now what the thing we need to do is, for initializing the variables a and b, we need to directly call the variables inside with any values. So I am going to give, so for int a value I am going to give as 10. So for b value I am going to take as 50. So these 10 and 50 values will be stored in int a value and in int b value. When we call that add function, it will directly go to add function and a will be declared with 10 and b will be initialized with 50. So as the summation of a plus b means 10 plus 50 equal to, so what we will get is 60. That 60 value will be stored in C and that C value will be printed in output section. So let's see what the output we will be getting after this execution. See what the output what we got was 60. As I said earlier, it will go to the add function and will declare a as 10 and will declare b as 50 and both the sum will be 60 and the output will be 60. Now coming to the third topic, method with parameters and return type with return type. Now so first of all, I would like to tell you one thing. When we are dealing with return type, means when we write return a plus b, so here what we need to observe is what are the data types for that variable a and variable b. If the data types for variable a and variable b both are int, then the method name should be started with int add. So like in this way we need to declare the method. If we would declare it directly as void add, then it will show some error. So that's why we need to be careful when we are dealing with return types. Now I am going to write a program which will be useful for you. So I am going to import a package as import java.util.star. I am going to take a class with a keyword class and class name as p. So as we are dealing with method with parameters and return type, so directly I am going to take a method. So first what I said was in what type we are declaring the variables, in that type only we need to declare method also. So I am going to declare it with integer variable, so I am taking all in int values. So int add. So as we are dealing with method with parameters, I am going to take two parameters as int a comma int b. So method was declared successfully. In this directly what we need to do is we need to write a keyword return, and what we need to do is as it is add function, we need to add the two variables a and b. So a plus b and closing the method. So this is what we need to do. It's all a small thing what we need to do. So it will add the two variables a and b, and this return keyword will store the all the value of a and b in the value int. So as the execution starts from main function, we will be writing main public static void main string p. So the main function was created. Now what we need to do here is we need to create object for that class as it is p p1 equal to new p. Now what we need to do is, as we are returning directly and we are not printing any value for the output, so this return value will store the a plus b value in it, and this add function will store all the data, means all the values what the return function will give. As the add function is holding the value, so we need to print that add. For printing the add function, we need to take a variable int c equal to p1 dot add. So in these parameters, I am going to take two variables, two values for variable a and for variable b as 10, 30. I am going to close that. So now what we need to do is, so this p1 dot add will store the add function value, and that add function value will be stored in C. We need to directly print the C value. System dot out dot println. So I am going to call the C value directly, semicolon, going to close the main function and going to close the class. So what we have done here, I will tell you clearly. First we have declared a method with a return type int. So what the a plus b value will be stored in int add function. So when we call that add function, the values will be stored but not will be displayed. So for displaying purpose, the add function value should be stored in some variable, and we need to display that variable in output section. So I have taken a variable c and have stored the value for that function, and I am going to print this value. So when I run this program, let's check what the output we will be getting. So see 40. So means that 10 plus 30, the output is 40. So what the thing was here is, so a value is storing 10 and b value is storing 30. So 10 plus 30 is 40. So that the 40 value was stored in add function, and that add function we cannot print directly. So we have taken that 40 value into C variable and we have printed the C value, and what the output what we got 40. Now coming to the last topic, method with no parameters and with return type. So import java.util.star. It is a package. I am going to create a class, the keyword class, and with the class name p. So as we are dealing with method with no parameters, I am going to take two variables, int a equal to 10 and with b value equal to some 60 or 70. So what we need to do is, we need to create a method. As it is, these two variables are of type int, we need to create a method with a return type int. So int add, so it is no parameters, so empty. And what we need to do is, inside this method we gonna write only return a plus b, so it will return the value of adding the variables a and b, means 70 and 10, and will hold that value inside the add function. So we gonna create a main method, public static void main So string of p. So main method was created. Now what we need to do is we need to create an instance of that class. So p1 equal to new p. So what we need to do is, in previous one, when we are dealing with return type, so we cannot directly print that value, so we need to take a variable as int c equal to p1 dot add function. So as it is a empty parameters, we need not to declare any values inside that add function parameters. So I'm going to close the main function and I'm going to close the class. So it was very simple. We have declared two variables a and b and initialized them with 10 and 70 respectively. So return value will return the a plus b values, means addition of this a plus b values, and will store in add function. So as we all know that we cannot directly print that function in output section, so we have taken an instance variable as c and storing the value of added var function into the c, and we gonna print that one in. So for printing, system dot out dot println, I am going to print c. So in the output section, the add function what the value is holding will be printed. So when we run this program, let's check the values, the output what we will be getting. So the output what we got was 80, means 70 plus 10 was 80. That 80 value was stored in add function, so we cannot directly print that add function. We have stored that 80 value in C and we have printed the C value. So these are all the 4 methods of declaring a method. If you like my content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.